Reese here with Adore Her Beauty, back with another video, and this is a new client and new journey alert. This is a first time client and she came in for her Hirsutism facial wax, so let's get started. So for this particular session, I am using Easy Wax Turmerica Hard Wax, and I have a little bit of Easy Wax Magica Wax mixed in. I was trying out the Magica Wax. I've done a sample of it before and I kind of liked it, but when I mixed it with Easy Wax, I didn't really like it for Hirsutism facial waxing. It kind of has like a plasticky removal type feeling. If you are familiar with hard waxes, you may know what I mean, but it just didn't give that real snatch and pull that I'm used to. And I also was like, why didn't I use Abolish Wax for this particular session? It was just a crazy day. I didn't even warm up any of my wax, but if I had some of my wax warmed up, I would have just switched immediately. Of course, Easy Turmerica is one of my favorite waxes, but I just didn't like it mixed with the Magica. I will try the Magica Wax alone and see how I like it, but the two combined together did not play as well. Luckily, this client, she has thinner facial hair. Like, it's not a lot and it wasn't super aggressive. It was a little aggressive on the chin when I began to do the tweezing of the chin, which you may not see in this video. You will see some tweezing, but you will not see that particular area. But you can see her hair are not super coarse and dense. It's pretty mild, if we can say. And so I'm just using this wax and I'm really pressing it into the skin. You'll even see throughout the video where I'm stretching her skin because I'm trying to get the wax as closely adhered to the hairs as possible. It looks like a normal removal from this video. Like, you can't even tell that it's not removing like I'm used to. But we got the job done ultimately. So for her hair is going to decrease even more if she comes consistently. So I'm hoping for that. And my thing, what I really want to work on with her is her color and her texture. So she said that threading was her method of hair removal. It was giving tweezing. Like, I could tell how the skin acts when it comes to tweezing. Like, the hairs are very brittle. They kind of break a little bit. And it only was on her chin. So I'm not sure if she's tweezing her chin, in between her threading, or if when she get threading done, they are not pulling the hair from the root and they're breaking off the hairs. It also could explain why she has the scarring on her skin, but I really want to work on the scarring. So right here you can see, even though I didn't show tweezing, you can see how stubborn the hairs were. And so this was another lay, and I was going in a different direction to try and get those stubborn hairs on the tip of her chin. And there they are, just the entire cluster of hairs. And so I'm just kind of going back and forth in different directions, just getting the hair, because although for the main part they did grow uniformly, there were some layers underneath that grew in different directions. So because tweezing is such a tedious process and the video would literally go on forever, I'm just showing a little snippet to say that, hey, I did tweeze some hairs. Like, all of them did not come out willingly with the wax, and she had a lot that were grown under the skin. So if you have a lot of ingrowns, and ingrowns can be, just normal. They don't have to have a bump. They don't have to have inflammation. It can literally just be hair underneath a thin layer of skin with no irritation or inflammation. So if you have that issue, I'm going to talk about in the future how to remedy it, because now we have reached the end of this video and I may not even have time to get started going into detail once if I get started. So I'll just save it for another video. But I will say this, exfoliation is key. With the right exfoliation, you can break that skin down and get those hairs out without causing damage to your skin. But this is the end of her video, and I noticed that we were kind of out of the frame at the end, so I do apologize for that. But at the end of this, I'm just giving her a nice skin massage and just kind of helping push the oils in.